Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again. So in this video we are going to watch the book which named as The Old Man and His God, and this is written by Sudha Murthy, and this is our chapter 6 and part 2. So if you haven't watched my videos, so don't worry, I will upload a whole playlist here in this in this icon, and you will able to check it out all of this and this part one also. So let's get started. So guys, if you haven't watched my lessons first part, so I recommend you should watch the that part, because the this lesson is beginning in that video, and this will be finished in this part. Okay, and this lesson will be finished in this part. So let's get started. Today's topic. So, what will they do to me now? If something happens to me, will my family ever come to know? He thought desperately. The very thought of his family in Mysore made him go weak with worry. His father was retired and recently struck by paralysis. He had to help his family in getting his three younger sisters married. Hours passed by. He was not aware whether it was day or night. His wristwatch had been taken away along with his passport and other possessions. He had not eaten anything in over 19 hours. He could hear several trains come and go. After what seemed like an eternity, the door opened and Murthy was dragged onto the platform, on a train along with the guard, and told that his passport would be returned only after he reached Istanbul. What was my offense? Murthy asked the policeman, holding the door of the compartment. The stone-faced sergeant said, "Why did you talk against the state? Who was the girl? She was just a traveler like me." "Then why did she discuss her personal matters with you?" Another sergeant immediately raised his voice, not even allowing Murthy to finish his sentence. "What is wrong in that?" Murthy protested. "It is against the rule of our country to discuss such issues," the sergeant replied firmly. Murthy was curious about the girl's fate. "What happened to her?" "It is none of your business. We have checked your passport. It is only because you are from India, which is a friendly country, that we are releasing you. Don't try to do anything smart on the way. Just leave your country without any further mischief," said the first sergeant, forcing him to get in and slamming the door. The train started moving. Murthy was tired. He had not eaten or slept in 4 days. He managed to sit down at a window seat. He was again on a train, but things had changed dramatically. Murthy had enjoyed discussing and arguing passionately about the ideas of Karl Marx, Lenin, Mao, and Ho Chi Minh, sitting at the beautiful roadside cafes of Paris. They were theoretical discussions done on a full stomach, but now hungry and overwrought after his brush with a communist state, Murthy had to rethink all his ideas. So this was what I was like to live behind the Iron Curtain. The system dealt with ruthless efficiency, even a single voice raised against it. It denied basic freedom to its citizens and treated travelers from friendly countries thus. He shuddered to think what might have happened to him if he were from a capitalist country. Watching the countryside go by, Murthy realized the value of freedom. He also realized that the only way to get rid of poverty was not by raising slogans or issuing dictates, but by creating more and more jobs. He vowed then and there to himself that he would generate wealth not only for himself but for many others. Legally and aesthetically, he would see that India was known through the world not for her poverty, but for the skills of her younger people. That would be his contribution towards removing India's problems. Armed with this new resolve, after returning to India, he experimented with various jobs at different companies. He started his own small company, Softronics for a while and went on to head the software division at Patani Computer Systems. But his greatest desire was to build an export focused company with his values. Finally, in 1981, he started Infosys, the communist Murthy, over a period of time, changed to what he refers to now as a socialist capitalist. The rest of his history. So that's all guys today. If you, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up and share it with your friends, relatives, and any another person, and commented your favorite and commented your expressions regarding this video, like as we can say feelings, and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the latest video updates.